pleasure to welcome you here this afternoon. We're here to celebrate the success and personal achievement of this year's award recipients. It's really good to see so many of you here. That matters a great deal. Today's event is a new initiative. It incorporates the presentation of the Lewisham Mayor's Newcross Awards and the new Goldsmiths Company postgraduate bursaries. And we're also taking this opportunity to make awards to students who have received various undergraduate and postgraduate awards funded by the college itself. This college is seriously committed to widening backgrounds. In a world where scholarships are ever more important for scholars, for good reasons and for bad, that need is as great as it has ever been. Academic awards are very significant, not just for now, but throughout your entire career. You may not, as students, be aware of it yet, but the presence of an academic award on your CV will set it apart throughout your career. And in this endlessly competitive employment environment in which we find ourselves, that kind of distinction is invaluable. So please be pleased for now, but you will have reason to be pleased to be an award winner for years and years to come. More than you probably appreciate. So have a particular warm glow today and for time ahead. Here you will be studying with some of the very best students and the very best teachers from all around the country and indeed from all around the world. As Nelson Mandela has said, a good head and a good heart are always a formidable combination. But when you add to that a literate tongue or pen, then you have something very special. I will hope that you will find the experience of university both challenging and rewarding. Some of the awards we present today are only possible because of very generous contributions from the many good friends of Goldsmiths College. I am especially pleased to welcome here Hector Miller and Dick Melly from the Goldsmiths Company. Your presence here as the most eminent officials of the Goldsmiths Company reflects the generous link you've had with Newcross since 1891. That's long before the language of widening participation was invented. The Goldsmiths Company was a century ahead of the game, and you are doing something formidable and something significant of which you and all of the members of the company have every right to be very proud. We feel profoundly grateful. We bear your name with respect and with enormous pride. I trust that we bring some reflected pride and benefit to you. The extension to the Students' Union and a very generous cash gift for the work that is currently going on to support the rejuvenation, the restoration of this wonderful building, the Hoggart Building, which will always be the centre of our college life. I'd like to extend a very warm welcome to Councillor Jimmy Adifirani, who is here for Steve Bullock, Mayor of Lewisham. Jimmy is Chair of Council, and it's a particular pleasure to welcome you here. Sadly, the Mayor himself could not be here today, but this is auspicious, and we have established a tradition over recent years of the Mayor's Newcross Awards. They were set up in 2005 as a result of the imaginative initiative of the Mayor to find a way of commemorating that tragic fire in 1981 in which so many young people lost their lives. The Mayor's initiative offers the chance for 2 young people from the borough of Lewisham to study at Goldsmiths and to help them realise their potential. The Mayor's Newcross Awards are also a chance for the college to play a role in the local community by joining with Lewisham Council in remembering the dead. It also adds to the close work we do with schools and colleges to help raise their aspirations. We are proud of the local students who come to Goldsmiths, and we are proud of our relationships with the borough, with Sir Steve, with Jimmy and all of your colleagues. That matters a great deal to this institution. In future, we hope to expand the number of philanthropically funded awards we present as we attract new donors who want to support the next generation of students here at Goldsmiths. I'm very pleased, therefore, to welcome all of you to this event many congratulations to all of the award winners, and thank you so much for being here to join us in applauding and celebrating their achievement. Thank you very much. Now, I hope you'll be glad to know, and particularly the students will be relieved to know, I don't expect a roll of honour of every student coming up here and being individually presented. But I would like you to stand for your group recognition, if you don't mind. There's strength in numbers, okay? So the first group are the Goldsmiths International Postgraduate Scholarship Group. You can be standing for. I call upon the Prime Warden, Hector Miller, to come to the lectern place to present the Worshipful Company Award. Thank you, Pat.
Ladies and gentlemen, for me, one of the great privileges serving as Prime Warden of the Goldsmiths Company has been that, like today, I am invited to present awards at educational establishments with which the company has links. In the case of Goldsmiths University of London, these links go back, as the Warden has said, to 1891, when the company acquired this site from the Navy and set up a college to provide educational opportunities for the people of Newcross. You might be interested to learn that such philanthropy was certainly not a one-off for this company. And in fact, next week we'll be moving into the latest college we built, this time one designed to provide education and training in our own craft and design skills. We would have liked to, of course, to have called it the Goldsmiths College. But as London University came up with that name 100 years ago or so, we've had to settle for Goldsmiths Institute instead, which I've learned this morning is in fact the name we gave you originally. So all very confusing. Anyway, our new institute will be incorporated into what we're calling the Goldsmiths Centre, which houses workshops, exhibition spaces, conference facilities, and a very posh cafe. So it's an enormously exciting project for the company, one in which we take great pride and a much needed initiative in these difficult times for higher education. But coming back to our links with this college, I must say that they're not very difficult to spot. Your coat of arms, for instance, above the entrance to the Richard Hogarth building is probably larger and certainly more colourful than any we have at Goldsmiths Hall. The fact that you have a warden rather than a vice-chancellor in charge here, and even your newsletter is called The Hallmark, after our essay office, which to this day continues to mark items of precious metal at Goldsmiths Hall. It is then these enduring links that brings the clerk and myself here this afternoon and gives me very great pleasure to award the first of 4 bursaries of what is to be known as the Goldsmiths Company Postgraduate Bursaries Scheme. The intention is that this scheme will run for 5 years and is designed to give promising students with limited means the opportunity of joining the postgraduate program here at Goldsmiths, thereby benefiting from what has to be one of the finest educations available in this country. So then, I would like to move on without further delay to the presentation of the first bursary, which I'm very pleased to announce goes to Daniel Legere.
Excellent, thank you.
Well done. Thank you. The next bursary award goes to Amy Jacobs. Okay, we'll put that one aside. Next bursary to Sarah Whitehead. No? Well, we'll give her a... And the final bursary is for Stephen Pratt. Please, please.
Just move that.
Okay.
Almost right, don't hold that. Microphone. Nice there, good. So, and on there. Okay. Lovely, thanks very much.
Well done. Thank you very much. Okay, well, congratulations again to all 4 students, and thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for your appreciation.
Thank you so much. After all the couple of years of being called warden, it's wonderful to be in the presence of a prime warden. It's very, to be put in my place is always useful. And now we come to the Mayor's Newcross Award. It gives me great pleasure to welcome Chair of Council, Councillor Jimmy Anifirani, to present it, please.
Good afternoon to everybody here. May I firstly please extend to you all the Mayor's apologies for not being here this afternoon because he has been held up in meetings in central London. He has asked me, as Chair of the Council, to stand in for him, and it is my great pleasure and honor to do so. As many here we know, already reference has been made to it, the new crossfire bursaries were created to provide a positive and lasting way to remember the tragic loss of young lives in 1981. It is important that the lesson that this community and the nation at large learned in the aftermath of the fire are not forgotten. This is not about history. We cannot live in the past. However, it is about events which have shaped the way we live in this community today. Today's young people need our help and support to reach their full potential. And these bursaries enable 2 young people from this community to make a start in doing so each year. Lewisham Council is very privileged to be able to offer this opportunity to Anne and Rumel, and we hope that they will succeed in their endeavors and will go on to support and encourage other young people and to keep the memory of those who lost their lives in 1981 alive. Thank you.
When you see me approaching the microphone, I'm sure you're full of trepidation. Oh God, he's going to go on again. It's only to say that ends the formal part of the proceedings. Thank you so very much for being here today. And those of you who've received awards or had awards recognised today, be very proud. We are proud of you. Thank you very much.